What's going on, adventurers? It's your boy, Vacay-J. It's vacation education. It's summertime. It's hot. I mean, it's real hot. But today I'm coming to you from Asbury Park, New Jersey, right here on the Asbury Park Boardwalk. This place has really changed over the years. And it used to be kind of run down, but after the last few years, man, it has really just been a bustling boardwalk of entertainment and food and fun. They really invested a lot of money in this area, and that's really nice when they revive a place that's so historic as Asbury Park. This eatery over here was actually started back in 2012. Okay, so it's been around for approximately about 13 years. It started in a food truck, believe it or not, on the West Coast, but it's found its way all the way here in Asbury Park to the East Coast. And today, I'm inviting you to join me. Let's go! Like I already mentioned, we're right here on the Asbury Park Boardwalk. And if you take a little glance down the boardwalk there, it's not a huge boardwalk, but this boardwalk has a lot of character, the feel and the look of this boardwalk. Even if you go this direction, you have, but it's kind of like a pavilion area. You used to be able to walk through there, but you can't walk through anymore, but it is a pretty awesome area. And it really sets the scene for some delicious entertainment. Come on, let's go over and check this place out. This restaurant right here is coming to you from 800 Ocean Avenue, End Space, number 109 to 110, Asbury Park, New Jersey, 07712. Joining me today on this adventure, if he doesn't put on sunblock, he gets real red like a lobster. The Vacay-J.
What's up, everybody? Thank you for joining us today. I think it's going to be delicious.
And we can't get up to Maine these days, so today we're going to bring Maine to us. The lady, the Ellie the bee. Pop, 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 pop. Hey, Ellie. I don't know, Ellie, I'm trying to remember. Ellie the bee can kind of be here or there with the lobster roll. She likes some seafood, but we'll see if she likes the lobster today. Right, Ellie? Look over here, silly. Pop, 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 pop. There you go. Looks like they want you to try their new spicy fried lobster roll and our new garlic butter lobster roll. Now, here's their full menu right out here on the boardwalk. Rolls, Maine, Connecticut, garlic butter, crab, shrimp. They got their sandwiches, specialties down here, and it looks like, what is that, lobster tots? Lobster tail tots? What? Come on. Cousins favorites, like lobster tacos, fried tacos, grilled tacos, bis. But I'll tell you, it's a little hot out for soup at the moment, but they got it though, they got you. There it is, the Cousins Maine Lobster, everything you could think of as far as lobster goes. I don't know about you guys, but when it's summertime, there's nothing more delicious than a really wonderful lobster roll down here at the Jersey Shore. It's a little pricey, but absolutely worth it. But the last time we had a lobster roll was last summer. It feels like summer is officially here. The weather, and now the taste. As seen on Shark Tank, the Food Network, Good Morning America, ABC, TMZ, I mean, their accolades just go on and on and on. They've been featured on like everything. Soon they're gonna put vacation education right up here as featured on vacation education. So as you can see, they already have an outside eatery area out there. It's a little hot outside. They have an inside area too, nice and air conditioning, a little better for the Vacay-J. Let's take a little look around the restaurant here and then go place our delicious lobster order. Here is Lord Ramsay, Mariah Carey. There's Queen Latifah, Alex Rodriguez from the Yankees, and up there is Blake Griffin from, he plays basketball, dated the Kardashians. Even looks like they won an award right there, but I mean, of course, I'm sure they won a million awards.
Hey, how's it going? Welcome to Cousins Maine Lobster.
What's going on, buddy? What's your name?
Carlos.
How long have you worked here at Cousins?
I just started like a month ago.
That's all right, that's all right.
Yeah.
But have you had one of the lobster rolls?
Yeah, they're actually very good.
That's what I was hoping you were gonna say. It's really hard to narrow it down. But one of your newest items sounds really delicious. The garlic butter lobster tail. What do you think about that one?
That one's very good. And we also have a new one that also just came out, the spicy fried lobster roll.
Ooh.
That one's very good as well.
Well, unfortunately, since it's so hot out right now, I'm not sure if I want anything spicy at the moment, but I do like the suggestion. Does it come cut in half by any chance?
No, we can do that for you though.
Okay, that would be perfect. Maybe something to drink. I don't know. What do you think is good with like a lobster roll?
Maine root soda beer. It's part of the whole thing.
It's like a specialty? Oh, Maine root.
Yeah, Maine root. It's like a whole thing. Like,
oh, wow. Okay, well, I've never even heard of that. We have to try that.
Yeah.
How much does that come to?
$35.72. Is that okay?
That's perfect. Thank you.
Sounds good.
After you order, they give you one of these awesome little numbers like this, so they bring it over to your table once you ordered. We are number 20 at the vacation education table, and you're good. It's a pretty cool table right here because it literally has the Cousins Maine Lobster logo right behind the Vacay-J right there. Pretty cool. Even the trash cans are themed. They are lobster traps that you would throw out into the ocean, and now they're trapping the Cousins trash when you're done. That's pretty cool. I've never seen a restaurant that has themed trash cans like that. As you're walking around, there's also like these things that fishermen use when they're out in the water fishing, so they got them hanging up there. It's just giving you a little bit of that themed feeling, you know? Like you're having more of like an experience than just like a regular meal. As you can see, the restaurant just keeps on going all the way into the back. So there's a lot of tables inside, so you don't really have to worry of whether there's gonna be somewhere to sit. I mean, unless you come on a weekend. This is on a weekday. This is a Tuesday, okay? But they have a lot of different seating as well. They started in a single food truck. The way they got into this type of a restaurant setting was actually they went on Shark Tank, and that happened in 2012. There she is, Barbara Corcoran. She actually invested into the Cousins food truck lobster business, and that's how these restaurants came to be, from Shark Tank. Like maybe $50,000 to get started. Got from the food truck to expanding the business and becoming even more successful than they already were. Vacay-J, I know that you're a super fan of Shark Tank. I know you really like that show. Did you know that Cousins Maine Lobster got their big break on Shark Tank, or what?
I have to confess, I didn't see that episode.
But anyhow, I just thought that was, I was just fascinating that you don't watch a lot of shows, but that's one show in particular that when we're at the gym especially, it happens to be on, and you've talked about it with me lots of times.
Hi, Sharks. My name is Sabin Lomack.
And I am his younger cousin, Jim Salikas. And together, we are Cousins Maine Lobster.
I'm going to meet you halfway. $55,000 for 15%. Halfway between the 12 and the 17.
Barbara, welcome to the family.
Thank you.
It's amazing what can happen in 6 years. When we started, we had one food truck in Los Angeles. Since then, we've grown into 29 food trucks, 21 different franchisees, 10 restaurants.
Oh, wow, here it comes.
See you guys.
Wow. Thank you so much. Wow. Oh my goodness, Vacay-J, you are not getting a fresher lobster roll than this. Look at all those claws on there. You kidding me right now? Oh my gosh. That looks and smells absolutely delicious, and it looks like it does come with a side of coleslaw too, and that's very appropriate for the coleslaw king, Vacay-J himself. That drink you have in front of you right there is root beer, but it is special root beer called Maine Root. We've never had this root beer before.
Sweet, it's very refreshing. It's a little stronger, I think, than regular root beer. Yeah, it's a really good taste. I mean, I'd get it again for sure.
Asbury Park, New Jersey, Cousins Lobster Rolls. And we have something, again, I just didn't think I'd be tasting today. And this right here is called Maine Root beer. Now, they have different flavors. I just happen to go with the original Maine Root beer. And I really like this cup, too. Feel good about what you eat. Our lobster is responsibly sourced and traceable to small communities nestled along the rocky coast of Maine. These are the places where they actually get the lobster from. Coming right from here. Little lobstering boat. Oh, it's a very delicious, respectable root beer. From Stewart's to A&W, and now Maine. It's delicious. It's got a very, very bold root beer taste, so if you like it to be really strong, I mean, you're gonna get that. It's definitely got a good amount of sugar in there. It's delicious. The one thing I'm not too crazy about are paper straws. Still getting used to that. You know, even paper straws are a new experience. Go ahead.
Oh, that wonderful lobster taste. Nice roll. I can taste the garlic butter. Very good. It's about as good as you can get. It's delicious. Really good.
what's interesting about lobster rolls, right, is it more about the lobster or is it more about the roll? And I know you're thinking, well, Vacay-J, that's easy, it's the lobster. Is it? Is it though? Because look at this roll right here, okay? It's nice and toasted. You can tell that they probably buttered this roll before they put it on the toaster. So it's like a little burnt, but it's also still so soft. Whatever they use as rolls at these lobster roll places are something, they're totally different than like a hot dog roll or some sort of hoagie roll. It's very unique. You can tell that they take their time in selecting whatever type of bread or roll they're going to put the lobster roll upon. Because there's not a lot to it, right? It's the simplicity. Now look at this side right here. Look at this. It's bursting with lobster. There's a lot of lobster on there. The warm weather, the beach, the fun, the rides, the amusements, the boardwalks, and of course, the taste. Oh my goodness. As soon as you take that bite, okay, you get the lobster taste. Which, you know what? Is lobster my favorite seafood? Honestly, probably not. But with the combination with the garlic, the butter, and this roll, when you put it all together, it is an incredible taste. Now, maybe garlic isn't your favorite thing in the world. Maybe you're out on a date. You want to keep that breath fresh. So you're not going to go maybe with this roll, right? But there's a million other selections that you can get, you can try. This was a great addition to the menu. Sometimes when I'm chewing a lobster roll, I don't want to swallow it. I just want to keep chewing it and keep tasting it, right? I don't know, is that only me? Fun fact, adventurers, is that one of the places that the vacation education family used to go when I was younger is we used to go to Maine to visit some family. We had actually family in Maine that we would go and visit. And who was that, Vacay-J?
Aunt Ruth.
Aunt Ruth. Exactly. And what was her relation exactly? Was your dad's sister or?
No, it was my mom's sister.
Your mom's sister. Okay, cool. I remember going up there. They had a house, I believe it was on a lake or something like that, and we would take this boat out. I remember this canoeing and these kind of things like that. But more importantly, there was a dock, a specific dock there that we went to, and all the way on the end of the dock, there was a lobster place. And you would go and get that Maine lobster in Maine. It was a memory, I mean, way buried way back in there. You remember those days?
Well, the actual place that had that particular dock, although we might have been to another one somewhere, but
okay,
it was called 5 Islands.
5 Islands?
5 Islands, and you'd come down this old country road.
Okay.
You come right out onto the pier.
Okay.
And where you get to 5 Islands is there's 5 islands all around the point there.
Okay.
You know, and you're right. They would bring in the lobster boats right there, and talk about fresh lobster. I mean, it can't get any better. They have corn on the cob,
and it was actually relatively cheap since you were right there.
Yeah, not a lot of handling.
Yeah, involved. It was right from the ocean, literally right to your table. So it was good priced. And growing up, let's just say the vacation education family had a limited budget when it came to fine dining. So that was about as close as we were going to get those days in getting lobster. So that was a big deal, really, really big deal for us. And that's why I think sometimes when I come to these lobster roll places, it makes me feel like it's also a big deal. Like it's a real sign of the summer. It's I don't know, just gives me that. It takes me right there to those wonderful times with Aunt Ruth up there and family.
Jamie was there.
Oh yeah, Jamie, Vacay-J was there if you've been watching the channel. Interesting how certain tastes, certain memories. This is actually a meal that I'm gonna finish. King of coleslaw, it is time to try the Cousins coleslaw.
The pieces are big. It's not a real fine chopped. You know? Not that changes the flavor necessarily or anything like that, but
it can definitely change the experience a little bit.
You never know till you taste it.
That's it.
Very crunchy. A nice touch of the mayonnaise, I think. A little pepper.
Yeah, I can. Well, you can see the little peppers in. You can see the pepper in there.
It tastes so fresh because it's cabbage. It's really crunchy. You don't always get that when the coastal's finely chopped. You know, it's a whole different thing. Very good. This is not the mustardy type or anything like that. Just kind of a fresh coleslaw flavor.
It's a side to the lobster roll. Do you think it complements the lobster roll?
Yeah, I think the coleslaw complements anything. With seafood and stuff, you got to have that little side of some coleslaw, no matter what you're getting.
But what's interesting about coleslaw, right, is it makes you feel like, did I have a salad today? Yeah, I had a salad. It was coleslaw, right? Oh yeah, look at that. Woo! It is dripping with cousin coleslaw goodness. Little tang there. It's not super sweet. It's got a little bit of the pepper, like Vacay-J said. Crunchy. It's not an overpowering coleslaw, like we already mentioned. Like I said, my favorite type of coleslaw typically comes from, the Amish farmers markets. It's like super sweet. I can't help myself. I have a super sweet tooth, but I think that if you had that type of coleslaw here, I don't think it would go really well with the lobster. I think something like this, and they know what they're doing, of course. That's why they've been on a million of these shows, have won all these awards. Are you kidding me right now? That's why people come from all over. All these famous people come here to eat these lobster rolls. It's not because, my point is, it's not just all hype, flash and famous people. The food is actually really good. I can't even imagine what the rent is on the Asbury Park Boardwalk to have this store here. It's gotta be a fortune. So that means that this place is doing some business. If you're in and around the Asbury Park area, or there could be a Cousins even closer to you. Remember, this started as a food truck. There's actually a food truck very close to the Vacation Education headquarters. That's how we learned about this place initially. I had no idea that they actually had an establishment here in the Asbury Park Boardwalk. That's a little bit nicer for us right now because it's really hot outside and we got to come inside and relax. Plus, I love any excuse to come down here to the boardwalk. But if there's a Cousins close to you, I bet you that the consistency and the wonderful taste is going to be basically, the way it's going to be any place that you go and experience Cousins lobster rolls. The last item that came with the lobster roll, it came with a lobster roll, the coleslaw, and a pickle. That's a good pickle. Nice and tangy dill. I wonder if some people actually take the pickle and put it on the lobster roll. Bet you could do that too, actually. It'd be interesting.
Absolutely.
Typically, I wouldn't videotape myself throwing away our garbage, but since it's in this cool lobster trap, I gotta do it. Even throwing the food away is a little bit of an experience. That's cool. Wow, Vacay-J, what did you think about your Cousins lobster experience here today on the Asbury Park Boardwalk?
Well, I've been looking forward to this all winter.
Right?
Getting that lobster roll is absolutely great. The scenery is perfect.
Yep.
I mean, to eat lobster.
That's the beach right over there. Let's go.
It was really excellent. I'd love to come back here a lot, but I don't think we could afford it. So.
The best part about it is the fact that we can't do it a lot makes it special.
Makes it special.
Exactly.
Right.
If you did it every day, then it wouldn't be as special.
No.
Bottom line is that all these celebrities, including us now, Vacation Education, we're kind of big deals too. Can't be wrong. Cousins lobster rolls were absolutely delicious. The people here were really nice, really accommodating, very nice. They even brought out a little bowl for Ellie with water. It was a delicious lobster roll.
Very good.
If you're hankering for some seafood and you're in and around the Asbury Park area, make sure to put Cousins lobster rolls on your summer to-do list. You hit the like and subscribe button, hit the notification button. If you really love lobster rolls, make sure you hit the super like button. Ellie the Bee. Ooh, Ellie.
Ellie didn't eat the seafood today.
No.
She didn't want any little bites.
Ellie's not a big seafood girl.
She's not a cat.
But that's okay. That's okay, because if you are, you need to get your butt to Cousins. We'll catch you on the next one. We are out of here. Let's hit the beach. Whether you're in Asbury to get something to eat or just for some family fun, a little stroll on the boardwalk, whether before or after your Cousins lobster roll experience, is a must-do.